It's time for another episode of my QPR career on Football Manager 2015. Thank you all for joining me once again. And in the last episode, wow, what a dramatic episode it was. We put a stop to Liverpool's unbeaten run so far this season with a 1-0 win in the Premier League at Loftus Road. What a surprising result. After I finished recording that game, I just had to sit there and think, well, how on earth did we go ahead and beat Liverpool, you know, with their form that they were in heading into the game at Loftus Road. And you can see with the main match stats, they had 23 shots, 5 of those were on target. And the amount of injuries we had going into that game, we had Colker and Anoa, my two main centre-backs, out injured. So was Podolski and Ferreira. We had Rio out injured as well, so I couldn't fall back on that experience. So I had to make do with the youngster James Sindel-White. He came in, he was very composed. We had Trash at the back. It's not, even though he's a very versatile player, it's not his preferred position to be as a centre-back. But following on with that same pattern from last season, we were very good going forwards. We really did take our chances. We took those risks and they paid off for us. We're just fortunate that we've got the likes of Charlie Austin and Vargas up front firing in those all-important goals for QPR. So there we have it. That is what happened in the previous episode here with QPR. These are the games that I've played off screen. We went on to play Villa in the Premier League. We couldn't carry on with our form into this game as we drew against them. Another draw for QPR. Another 1-1 boring draw. Very physical. Players getting booked. Hoylett got injured. A disappointing result there. We went on to play Fenerbahce in the fourth game. I was going to say the third. We've already played the third, but the fourth game in the group stages of the Europa League. We drew 0-0. Another draw for QPR. Very, very dull. Fallen got injured. So many injuries all around. Then we played Huddersfield, the other newly promoted team in the Premier League. We've already beaten Watford this season. Ended 5-1 there. We beat Huddersfield 6-1. Podolski getting 2 goals after he came back from injury. Norvite even got on the score sheet as well as Christian Trash. I will show you the important goals really, especially Trash's goal. Hasn't actually scored for QPR. I think this is his first goal, but here comes Podolski's goal. I thought this was brilliant. Not sure why Fur opted to run down the right side, pushing out wide and then eventually pulling back in. He had the pitch really. But he did whip that back in for Podolski. I will show you in 3D now. Not too sure why Fur was pushing out. It's a bit weird, as he did have all that space there. But as Fur brings the ball in, just on the inside of the box, you can see Podolski. They just failed to pick him up, and he was free to take his time with that shot, even though he hit it first time. Norvite's goal came from a free kick. It wasn't Norvite taking the free kick. It was actually Fur. Slow that down. As you can see, Norvite is just standing to the left of Fur, just on his shoulder there. And as Fur steps up to take the free kick, the wall moves back and almost disperses. It is a bit weird, but Fur takes the free kick, hammers it at the wall, and it's Norvite who pounces on the ball, smashing that into the back of the net. And I will just show you the last goal of the game to make it 6. It came from Christian Trash. And it was great build-up football towards that goal. I will zoom out here. It was a quality-driven ball from Fallen. As you can see, switching the play. Trash had already been fouled, taken to the ground. He was back on his feet. And as you can see, Phillips just lining up his shot, picking out his options, and finds Trash here, just outside the penalty area. He wasn't marked. And that was Huddersfield's downfall in this game. They failed to pick up the right players, the target men from QPR. And then it was on to our next game, and yes, you guessed it, it ended in a draw. We couldn't take that form from the Huddersfield game into this one. Stoke, they're a very difficult side to come up against, and of course we got much injured in the 54th minute. Just again, another boring game for QPR. But as it stands in the league, we are getting the points on the board. We are in second, level on points with Arsenal and Manchester United. But Liverpool starting to run away with it. They're 5 points clear at the moment. We've dropped points in those games that we've drawn, in games that maybe we should have gone on to win. But apart from that, we've had a cracking season so far. We're yet to be beaten. We've beaten 2 top sides in the Premier League in Man City and Liverpool. We came up short against Arsenal there, a game that Arsenal really deserved to win, but beating City, beating Liverpool, it's brilliant. Vargas amongst the top goal scorers. We're up in second. I couldn't have asked for a better start to this season. I'm already convinced that it's been a pretty successful game. And we move on to our next game against Mönchengladbach, which is away from home. Norvite and Korb return into the Borussia Park Stadium. It's going to be interesting. The last time we played them, which was the first game in the Europa League, we won 3-2 at home. We are top of our group just by a point, so it's all still very tight after we drew against Fenerbahce. But I think if we go on to beat Mönchengladbach away from home, then we're safe. We're through to the next rounds. We can't really throw it away then, but it's going to be a tough task. Now, for this game, we are without Steven Kulka because he exceeded his yellow card limit. He's suspended for this game. Bit of a blow that, because he was back from injury, which he picked up just a couple of weeks ago, and he is match fit, and we could do with him in this game. But a bit of a bonus is that Noah is back to match fitness as well, who was also out injured for that game against Liverpool. Podolski is available. He's back in the sides, was decent in the games against Huddersfield and Stoke. He's back to match fitness. We've got Jamie Sendles-White to pick from. I think I'm going to be using him a lot more this season because, as I mentioned in the previous episode, he really composed himself fantastic against Liverpool, against the likes of Sterling and also Balotelli. Now let's just go and have a look at Mönchengladbach's recent results. So they've just beaten Dortmund 2-1 in the Bundesliga. Max Kruse and Hagota getting the 2 goals there. That's a very good win for Mönchengladbach. I will have a look at their league positioning as it stands. They went on to beat Ajax. They lost against Hoffenheim. They did go on to beat Wolfsburg 4-1. Very dominant win there at Borussia Park. They lost earlier in the season against Bayern Munich. And I think I've already gone through all this, haven't I? Earlier in the season when we came up against them the first time around. They are top. Look at that. They're top of the Bundesliga just by a point. Followed closely behind by Bayern Munich, of course. Didn't expect them to be anywhere else. So let's move on and do the team selection. So, as we know, Kulka is out, suspended. So I can bring in Eric Dyer, who another player that's back from injury. We have got Max Ehmer. We've got Rio Ferdinand available, so I can put him there, actually. We'll have Rio on the bench for this game instead of Sendles-White. Christian Trash, I'm a bit... Shall I start him for this one? Maybe take out Much. Maybe start Junior Hoylett. Oh, he's not really fit for this game, is he? Ferreira's back from injury. It's like an absolute influx of players coming back from injury. It's fantastic. And if they can stay match fit now till the end of the season, which is very unlikely, it would be brilliant. I won't start Korb for this game on his return to Borussia Park, but Norvite will start. And you know what? I'll put Max Ehmer in there instead of Rio. We'll leave Jamie Sendles-White out because we may need him in our next Premier League game. We'll switch that to counter, shorter passing, run at defence. Okay, let's do this. Let's go and take on Mönchengladbach. A win here. We'll see QPR head through to the later stages of the Europa League. Mönchengladbach and QPR are 2 very evenly matched teams, and I think a draw looks the most likely result, says the prediction from ESPN.com. This game sees Norvite return to his former club. How do you see him coping? I think he'll be coping very well because he scored against Mönchengladbach in that first game in this season's Europa League campaign. I know he may not get the one. No, I'll stay with the top. Hopefully they'll remember all Harvard did for them. Let's have a look at their team. So they've gone with a basic 4-4-2. Xhaka, Haman, De Santo Cruz, Raphael. Pretty much, I think it is the same team that they put out against us in that first game. Both Aslan and Hagota start on the bench. Hagota getting that winning goal against Dortmund in their previous Bundesliga fixture. I'm surprised the manager hasn't gone for Hagota in this game, instead of going for Raphael up front. I'll just say, I have faith in you lads. Come on. If we can win this, we're through. It pretty much confirms us a place in the next stage of the Europa League. We can do it. I mean, Mönchengladbach, they did well to get 2 goals against us at Loftus Road and they were goals that we could have avoided. Whereas I think today we're going to be looking a bit sharper. We're going to be playing a little bit better, hopefully. But then again, our away form this season, it hasn't been the best. Could be better. I mean, we've drawn quite a few games away from home. We haven't lost away from home. That's a bonus. We'll drop these two back, actually. We'll go for this little tactic of mine, which seemed to work last season when we were in the FA Cup against the likes of Arsenal and Chelsea. Let's see if it'll work in this game. Oh, Dominguez is injured. He's going to have to go off. Bit of a blow there for Mönchengladbach and their manager. But they are pressing. Jolly Austin offside. Just hoping that our counter today is done nice and swiftly. And as always, we can take advantage of all the opportunities that come our way. Patrick Aman finds Beck. He's going to whip it in. And he finds Raphael. It's 1-0. 1-0 to Mönchengladbach. That's his 10th goal of the season. And we've gone down to thirds. Switch to short passing. Run at the defence. Let's move on. Don't need to see that header. Did I not? There we go. Not happy about that. Come on, lads. We need to get back in this before half-time. We've got an opportunity. Norvite with the throw. Finding Phillips. Falling in space. There's no one hanging outside. Norvite. He's lost out to Beck there. He's done that on purpose, I bet. Maybe I shouldn't have started him in this game. Cruiser. Nicely intercepted there by Much. Podolski. What's he doing? He's surrounded by two players. Oh, nice through ball. It's Vargas. Oh, what on earth is he doing? He should have just slotted that into the back of the net. It should have been a simple finish, that. But he makes an absolute meal out of it. As he goes wide. Still 1-0 then. Patrick Aman. He's just going to dribble for days. Xhaka. They're looking for Haman to make the run there, but he's not doing it for some reason. Xhaka. Cruiser. Oh, nice challenge there by Anoa. And we could get on the move again. Much to Podolski. Oh, just can't get in front of the ball there. Young, don't lose it, son. Trying to pump the ball forwards, as you can see. Vargas. Don't give it to Austin. He's offside there. Austin is offside. Keeper saves. I forgot to mention Sommer back in the side. He was out injured for the previous game. And there is the half-time whistle. It's still 1-0. It's all still to play for in the next 45 minutes. I think we can turn it around. Push these two back up again. Come on. We need this win. A draw isn't enough. We need a win. I'll bring on Christian Trash. Put Fallen over onto the left. Fallen came to me not so long ago and asked if he could get some more first team football. Happy to oblige. I think he's been fantastic over those previous Premier League games which we've drawn. He's really trying to work his socks off to get that first team spot, and Trash fires the ball. Sommer could have left that. He's going out for a goal kick, but it is a corner. Another opportunity. Fallen whips it in. Looking at that near post. There's nothing there though for us. Fallen finds Trash, who can hit the ball. He's lost out to Nabry. Raphael. He's got options to his left and right. Patrick Aman. Look at this run from Aman. We cut him short. DeSanto, they've switched wings here. DeSanto and Haman. Good clearance, Dyer. Oh, we're not going to see any more highlights. Just try and encourage the players again. Whilst being assertive. Clapping my hands on the touchline. You can just imagine it. Come on, lads. Come on. We can do this. Haman. Nabry. I think the whole occasion, I mean, look at this space. Traore's been given the whole occasion of this game and how much it means. Adrian saved that. Whew. That was close. Right, let's make a sub. The whole occasion, you know, playing away, I think it's getting to the players of QPR. I'm thinking of bringing on Korb. Shall I bring on Korb for Phillips? Phillips has been pretty poor, 6.5. Thinking maybe if we slow down the tempo, if we be more disciplined. I've noticed a lot of players out of position and they're not holding shape. Retain possession. We'll try that, and I will bring on Korb for Phillips. add extra pace down that right side to complement Trash. And also Vargas. Can't forget Vargas. He's been an absolute boss for us over these last 2 seasons. We have dropped down to... Look how tight this group is. We've dropped down to 3rd, but we're level on points with Mönchengladbach. They're turning things around. They were bottom with 4 points before this game kicked off. I'm just going to change things again. Seem very dull at the moment. We're not acting. We're not performing. We're not going for goal. It's disappointing. Maybe if we change to attack it, I don't know. Eric Dyer on a yellow card. Players looking furious and frustrated. I'll do one more team talk on the touchline. Norvite on a yellow. The home fans will be loving that, won't they? Norvite abandoning his former side. They're in the lead. He's on a yellow card as well. Oh, we're going to lose this. Go overload. Why not? Take more risks. Take away that disciplines. Work ball into the box, yeah. Run at defence. We could take that away. Instructs players to run at the opposition more than tactics will allow. Adrian to pump the ball upfield with just 5 minutes to go. Korb. Norvite. Need a bit of inspiration from him. And Podolski. He's got experience, and Vargas looking to curl that with his left foot. Looking for the top left-hand corner. Vargas to take the corner now. Oh, it's going to come to nothing. Norvite back in the area. Trash. Give us a penalty. Give us a penalty. Oh, no. Lost out there to Xhaka. They bullied him off the ball. 3 minutes to go. Went. Traore and went again. Traore. Oh, that's quality ball. Just no one on the end of it. Come on, pump it up. That's it. Austin. No, don't lose out. He's gone round his man. He's gone for goal. Oh, looking to catch Sommer, who was off his line. Oh, that would have been incredible. And I think that's probably going to be it for QPR. We've got 3 minutes added on. They've got another set piece. Can we hit them on the break? Oh, we might be able to here. Yes, Vargas. Yes, go round him if you can. He's got options to his left. Oh, he's whipped it in looking for Austin. And it just wasn't high enough to reach Austin. And that, surely, is going to be all she wrote for QPR in this game. Patrick Aman. Ref's going to blow his whistle. Any second. There we go. That is disappointing. The players, they just did seem as though they wanted this game. They didn't want those 3 points. They didn't work hard enough. I mean, we execute the plan in getting the ball forwards, but it was just our finishing. It wasn't crucial enough. We have 15 shots. 9 of those were on target, but we just couldn't find a way through. And look how tight our group is. Fenerbahce on 6 points and the rest on 7. It's all to play for, guys, in the very last game of the group stages. We need to win against Ajax. We need to beat them. And thankfully, that game is going to be played at home. Moving on, though, we've got some headlines here. Looks like Nani's on his way out of Old Trafford. Van Gaal calls on Manchester United board to back him. They ask Van Gaal, do you fear that could end up costing you your job? And he replies with, if the board are unhappy with the way I choose to manage this team, they should speak up. Otherwise, they should be backing me. Classic Van Gaal, that, guys. Anyway, I'm going to end it there for this episode. I hope you've all enjoyed. Shame we had to lose against Mönchengladbach, but up next, we've got Newcastle in the Premier League. After that, we've got Manchester United, and then the final group stage game against Ajax, which will be played at home. That's it from me then, guys. Thanks for watching.